Hello, I am Richmond Davis, the Republican candidate for Congress in Maryland's 7th District. Today, I would like to talk to you about the Constitution. Now, this is something I hope every one of you has had the opportunity to read, but it's probably been some time ago. And I have occasion to read it myself occasionally because as time passes by, some of the contents of the Constitution become a little fuzzy. Let me bring to your attention something that is a clause that is basically been pretty much ignored for the past 70 or 80 years. And that's the 10th Amendment to the Bill of Rights. Let me read to you what it says, and then let's discuss it in terms of the context of today's political activity. The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. In simple language, that means the powers of the United States Constitution are limited. The powers of the federal government are limited to what's contained in the Constitution. The reality, however, is that clause has basically been ignored and stepped upon for decades. It's opportunity of the government to avoid the restrictions of the 10th Amendment are very simple. They're based upon another clause in the Constitution, which gives to Congress the authority to regulate commerce between the states and decide between and among foreign nations and Indian tribes. But our focus here is on the relationship between the states. Since 1942, when a landmark Supreme Court decision was handed down, that clause has been interpreted to basically state in so many words that anything the government does impacts upon commerce. And that's probably true from a logical perspective, but it certainly guts the meaning of what commerce traditionally means. We're talking about business. We're talking about exchanges of goods for monies. That's what we mean by regulation of commerce. Fortunately, there are strong signs that the United States Supreme Court, and particularly with the addition of Justice Kavanaugh, will return the Constitution's interpretation to a more limited form, to give life to the 10th Amendment. If the power is not authorized and specifically designated in the Constitution, it's a power that does not reside with the federal government. Rather, it belongs to the states or the people. So that when the Roberts Court struck down a portion of Obamacare, it made clear that the Commerce Clause would no longer be considered as something that was utterly wide open and anything you wanted to cram into it would be accepted. That's promising news for those of us as fellow conservatives who do believe in limited government. I hope you have found this presentation of interest and that you will consider subscribing to this channel.